Yvette Van Veen here from Awesome Dogs with another skills building video. Now I thought we'd use the same basic targeting exercise that we featured in our rate of reinforcement and our criteria videos. Now I've done this so that we can just focus in on the mechanical skills rather than other more complex behaviors, and we can really see the benefits that having strong mechanics can bring. Today we'll be looking at the position of your rewards. Now by the word rewards, I actually mean the word reinforcements. And what we're going to do is we're going to compare two setups. Otherwise they're the same, but we're going to see how just changing where and how you feed can dramatically change and improve the results that you're getting in your training. We originally started out with having a dog touch a target with their nose. And what we did is we fed close to the target so that we had a fast rate of reinforcement. This did a lot of things. It decreased the potential for distractions. We had fast repetitions and very few errors. Had we fed away from the target, the dog wouldn't have had any reason to stay close to it. Now, this would have slowed our rate of reinforcement, and that would have allowed the dog to become easily frustrated, bored, and distracted. And when those things happen, that's when our dogs start making mistakes and they're not concentrating or focusing on the task at hand. It can become easy to fall into the trap that the expression "you get what you reinforce" means that you get what you click. Perhaps it's better thought of as "you get what you reinforce," and that also takes into consideration where and how you feed. So let's start by reviewing a sample from the rate of reinforcement video to see the what we had with the fast close feeding and our starting point.
Thanks. Wait. Okay, ready, Mom? Okay.
The reinforcements are acting like a magnet. It draws the dog toward the location of the food or toy, and in this case that also means the target. The dog is going to start lingering there, and that's what allows us to get those very short, fast, repeated sessions. What if we wanted to add a cue? Now some people use the word command, but in this video we'll be using the word cue. Now you'll notice that the dog continues to linger near the target, and that's because that's the location of the reinforcements. Now this especially happens after incorrect responses. And notice it's difficult to add the cue precisely because it's too difficult to see.
Nose. 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 Nose.
Is this a fluke? Well, let's try it with another dog and see if the same thing happens again. And we do get exactly the same lingering response. You get what you reinforce, but that's also tied to how and where you provide that reinforcement.
Nose. Nose.
And as hard as it might be to admit it, oftentimes when the dog just doesn't get an exercise correctly, it has to do with something that we are doing incorrectly. What if we change where we stand, move beside the dog? This way we can feed the dog away from the target, actually behind the dog. How will this change what happens to the behavior the dog is giving?
Nose. 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 Nose.
Our reinforcements are again acting as a magnet. It's drawing the dog towards the location of the food treats. And this is increasing distance between the target and the dog. She is even backing up when she does a couple incorrect responses. This gives us more time to see what's happening. We have enough time to add the cue completely to say the full word. And then we get an increase in how many correct responses we get. You'll also notice that you're getting a calm response, and it's almost a thoughtful process as the dog sorts out the expectations. Because this happens when you're really clear with your intent. You don't have that frantic pawing, licking, biting where the dog is uncertain because our timing and feed position aren't in line with each other. Your reinforcement placement can increase your training success and decrease errors. Now, owners don't necessarily need to know all the variations. That's what a good trainer is there to help you with. But be sure to get that information. It can make the difference between fast, accurate results and frustration and disappointment. And who doesn't want success? If you're in the London, Ontario area, call us for your training needs. Now, if you're outside the local area, we have plenty of online resources, such as our extremely popular Awesome Dogs Shareables page on Facebook. You'll find lots of graphics and memes with lots of dog training advice. And the other place to go to is the Awesome Dogs blog, where we cover a wide range of topics to help you better train your dog.